Hey, this is Aaron Maxfield for Education 1010, Professor Martin, and this is my teaching demonstration video. Before we go on with my video, I want to first of all explain the Utah State standard that this is applying to, and this is Physical Education 7, Beginning Team Activities, Standard 1, Objective 2, and this is applying correct techniques of basic skills during lead-up games and rhythmic activities. And the objectives of my teaching demonstration is I want my students to learn the fundamentals of shooting a basketball. The second one is why the whole body is important in shooting a basketball. And 3, how these basic drills can help these students become better in-game players. So we're going to go ahead and start by introducing my sisters who are helping. This is my sister Danielle, and the one recording is my sister Ivana. So I want to thank them for helping me with this video. So what we're going to first talk about is the BEEF system. That's B-E-E-F. I almost spelled it wrong. So B-E-E-F. And what this is an acronym for helping beginning basketball players learn how to shoot a basketball correctly. So the first one we're going to talk about is B. And what B stands for is balance. So we're going to talk about the importance of balance in a basketball shot. So we're going to have my sister Danielle demonstrate this very simply in a small little activity. So Danielle, I want you to put your shoulders this way. So first of all, the rim's right there. So Danielle's facing this way, and Danielle, I want you to be on one leg. Okay, now I want you to shoot this. Without, you have to stay that way. Go ahead and shoot. Okay, now let's have you shoot right here. Do the same thing, keep facing that way. Go ahead and shoot. So Danielle, what's the problem here? Why is that difficult?
Because I don't have any balance.
There's no balance. So in basketball, balance is the key, one of the key principles. So what we want to do is we want to have your feet, we want them to be somewhat parallel. If you're right-handed, your right foot should be just slightly ahead of your left foot. And if you're left-handed, your left foot should be slightly ahead of your right foot. So Danielle's right-handed, so she's going to have her right foot a little bit ahead. We want your shoulders squared up to the rim. So if the rim's here, we want our shoulders this way, not this way, like Danielle was demonstrating in that small activity. And by having good balance, what that does is it helps you get your legs under your shot. And your legs are everything. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the next step. So E, the first E, stands for eyes. So now we're going to have Danielle demonstrate something else for us. Danielle, I want you to close your eyes. We're going to have her close her eyes. I'm going to spin her around. Close your eyes. 3 times, and we're going to have her shoot. Go ahead and shoot with your eyes closed. How easy is this?
Really easy.
You almost made it. That's pretty good. The key principle here is that you can't make a basketball shot without using your eyes, without aiming. And so what we want to do here is Danielle, first of all, she wants to have good balance. So again, she wants her body squared up to the rim, and she wants to aim at the rim. And what we do is we aim for the front of the rim. Some people say aim for the back. But we like the front because there's more margin of error when you shoot for the front. And so if I'm right here, what I want to aim for is that spot right there. So I'm looking at that. If I'm there, I'm there. If I'm on this side, what I want to aim for is that little rung right there. So you've got these rungs on the net and on the rim that help you aim. And again, just like shooting a gun or shooting, just like doing any kind of sport, you need to have your eyes. The eyes are important. So we've discussed balance and eyes. The next E stands for elbow. We're going to have Danielle demonstrate this as well. Danielle, I want you to shoot the basketball with your elbow up here. She might make this too. So what you have, when you shoot at a basketball like this, what you have is you have two forces that are going against each other. What you want in a basketball shot is a shot that's straight. And so in order to keep our shot straight, what we do is we keep our elbows in at a 90-degree angle with our wrist at a 90-degree angle. So overall, when Danielle starts her shot, if she has her balance correct, it should look like this, and it should be a straight shot. The moment your elbow goes out, it creates that force that makes the ball go crooked. So again, we want a balanced shot, we want to aim when we shoot, and we want to have our elbows in. All right. Thanks, Danielle. The last letter for beef is F. And what F stands for is follow through. This is a longer word. All right, what follow through does is it helps you create that last little bit that you need to get the shot in. And this is a great drill that you can do without a basketball. It's just practice that gooseneck is what people call it. So we're gonna have Danielle just do that a couple times, a gooseneck. And what you want is we want your wrist to break all the way through. And just like Danielle was going in for a slam dunk, we want her to put her hand in the rim like that. And then her other hand should be up as well. And what that follow through does is, again, it creates a spin on the ball, a back spin. And so what you want in your shot is we want your shot to have a spin so that if you were to miss, the back spin helps the shot go in. You've probably heard of a shooter's touch. That's what a follow through does in basketball, is that shooter's touch. So now that we've discussed the beef system here, what we want to do is have some drills and some games that help the students to learn these principles and to practice these principles. Because no matter what, if you just go into a game thinking about this without any practice, it's not going to help you. Practice, just like in anything in life, is what makes you better. So the first activity we go into is called form shooting. Form shooting is easy. You can do it with partners, you can do it with groups. But what you do is me and Danielle would partner up. Danielle would rebound for me. And what she'd do is as I shoot, she'd pay attention to my form shooting. So I would make sure my balance is good, my eyes are good, my elbow is good, and my follow through is good. And what we do is we go through 5 to 10 shots of this. After I've shot 5, we'd have Danielle do the same thing. So we're going to have Danielle do this. And Danielle did not play basketball in high school, so we'll see how good she is here. So again, the key is balance. What else?
Eyes, elbows, and follow through.
So we're going to see how she looks. Now she missed the shot, but overall her shot looked good. Now another thing that's important while we split up into groups is we want to hold everything after. So after I shoot, if I shoot and my follow through is like this, what does that tell me? That tells me I'm not shooting right. So what we need to do is we need to bring that back. So every shot, if I were to shoot like that, what I want to do is correct it right away. Because if I continue to correct it, what happens is your mind starts to do that automatically. And that's going to create the best shot that you can have. So we're going to have Danielle hold her follow through this time. So Danielle, go ahead and shoot again. And hold. So see how she's held it? Now what she has here, her hand might be a little too close, but overall she's got a good balance. She's got a good follow through. And again, that's something we can work with. And the key here is, again, practice makes perfect. But we have the principles in motion that will help her become a better player. So we have each participant, she can go ahead and put her follow through down. We'd have each participant shoot 25 shots to 50 shots. It depends on how much time you have. But the key here is getting repetitions. After you've done this, form shooting is a little bit easier drill, and it's something just to kind of warm you up. But there's other drills in my teaching form that kind of speed up the shooting technique. So the first one we're going to do is called 7 on the line. This is a game that you can do with lots of people. We're just going to do it with me and her. But how it works is that we each get 7 points, and there's always one on the line. We line up, depending on how many people you have, we line up across the free throw line. And Daniel, we're going to have her go here because she's next. And what we do is we line up, practicing the beef principles. And what you do is you line up, you just take a shot. Now I missed it. Now there's always one on the line. So because I missed that shot, I would now go down to 6. I had 7 before, but now I have 6. So now we have Danielle. There's always one on the line, and I get in line. Now again, if you have 10 other people, they'd all be lined up around here. And again, so she did perfect. She wants to hold that follow through up. And again, this is something that's going to help. As long as they can continue to practice the right principles, it's going to come back and help them. So you go around. If I were to make my shot, and let's see if I can make it. So I make that shot. Now what's going on is now there's 2 on the line. So we're both 6 because we both missed our first shot. But now there's 2 on the line. So Danielle would go. She missed it. And again, she did not play high school basketball. But she missed it. So now she subtracts 2 from her overall score, which makes what?
4.
She's now 4. So now I go up. There's always one on the line. And we repeat the same process. If we each keep making it 100 times in a row, then that score keeps going up. And the last person to lose all their points is the winner. So as long as you keep making the shot, you're good. Now that's the only drill the only activity I want to show you. But the other 2 activities that we'd have students do is a game called Around the World. You're probably familiar with this game. It's something that's simple, something that's fun, and something you can do with a lot of people. And then the next game after that is called Speed, Lightning, or Knockout. And that's where people line up. And it's a faster paced game. You have to shoot the ball fast. But people line up and they shoot, and you try and get each other out. Now, I don't have time to explain each of those 2 games, but it is in my teaching form if you have any questions. But overall, the key here is you start basic, you start with the principles of beef, just learning the techniques. You go into form shooting, which is very slow paced, but builds a good foundation for a shooter. You go into other activities that move on, and slowly what you do is you start to get more and more advanced. And eventually, as you do these things, you will become a better basketball player. So again, thank you for teaching us, and have a good day.